Welcome back to Vinci. This is our 19th of the 1st, 2021 maths lesson. So we're going to start off with our arithmetic. You've got your challenge 1 side, your challenge 2 side. I'd like you to start. Right. As soon as you've got yourself ready and set up with your pencil, your pen, your whiteboard pen, I'm going to go through the answers, but make sure you've paused the video and had a go first. I know I've gone straight into it, but let's get on. So challenge 1, 4 add 5. We can do that straight away by one of 2 ways. Using our fingers, you get 4 fingers up and 5 fingers up and counting them all together. Or you could do 4 and you could count on 5 more until you got to 9. So the first question answer is 9. Again, starting from 8, I'm going to do 5 jumps back. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is my answer. And then starting again, that's not what 3 looks like. There we go. Now, 11 add 2. Haven't got 11 fingers. You could do 11 in your head, count on 2. You could use a ruler. Get to 11, do 2 jumps, 1, 2. You're going to end up on 13. So that is your answer for that one. Right. So, starting off with our question extension, question 4. I'm going to make you bigger. I'm going to find my 20 here, and then I'm going to pick any number to go before 20. So just so that I don't get any glare from my light, let's pick 9. Let's go with 9. So I'm going to write in the first number of 9. Now I've got 9 add something is 20. So I'm going to leave my finger on 20. I'm going to put one finger on 9. And I'm going to just jump forward until I get to 20. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 9 add 11. Now that looks a bit interesting because 9 and 1 make 10. And then you've got another 10. So it's like 10 add 10, 20. So that's another way you could remember it, that you've got your 9 that pairs up with your 1 there. So they're your 1s that go together and they make 10. And then you've got another 10 there. So then 10 add 10 is 20. Fantastic. So let's move on now to challenge 2. You've got 33 add 15. Right, I'm going to use this method. This one's going to help me out. So 33 add 15. You could try and work this one out in your head if you want, because we're not crossing over any 10s. We've got 3 add 5. Well, 3 add 5 together is 8. You got 3 add 1. 3 add 1 together is 4. So your answer is going to be 48. So 48 needs to go into that box there. So let's get rid of all that. Start the next one. You've got 12 add 35. Now again, you've not got any numbers you're going to be crossing over. So you could quite easily try your best at working out doing this in your head, because when you're looking at it here, what you could do is you could say, well, I know what 2 and I know what 5 together are. So I know that my first number is going to, my 1's number is going to be 7. And I know what 1 and I know what 3 together makes. So my second number is going to be 4. So straight away, you've come up with the answer of 47. So that's your answer for question 2 on challenge 2, 47. And then our last one, we are going to be crossing over a 10. So the best method to do is this one, if this one works for you, because this one's going to help us in understanding what we're going to be crossing from one side to the next. So 53 take away 14, 5 10s, 3 1s, take away 1 10, 4 1s. Now 3 take away 4, I've got 3. You say, can I have 4? I can't. I've only got 3. I can't do anything to give you any more. The only way that I can do it is I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from my next door neighbor. He's got loads. He's got 50. So I'm going to borrow one of his 10s. I'm going to make him have 4. I'm going to borrow that 1 10. It's going to move over to this side. There we go. Let me just shuffle that up a little bit so that you can see it. There we go. So now my 3's now become 10 more. 10 more is going to be 13. So 13 take away 4. Well, 13 take away 4 is going to be 9. 2 ways you could work that out. Mental addition using your ruler. So you've got 9 now. 4 take away 1. Well, that's going to be 3. So your answer is going to be 39. 41. could do lots of ways of how you're crossing over and what you can make. Now, I've been using this to help me with that one. I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to put in the number 27. That number is less than 41, so I know that that's going to help me. So 27, and I'm going to make it up to 41. Now, what I could do is I could try and jump in tens, but I'm going to end up with my 7 there, and that's going to confuse me a little bit. So I'm going to get that to the next nearest 10. So the next nearest 10 of 27 is going to be 30. So I'm going to add 3, and that's going to equal 30. And I'm going to underline my 3 because that's going to help me remember what I've added. Okay, so I'm now at 30. I still need to get to 41, so I'm not close yet. Can I add another 10? Well, another 10 would get me to 40. Yes, I can, because 40 is less than 41. So I'm going to now add in a 10. I'm going to underline my 10 because that's what I'm adding, so I don't forget to count it afterwards. So I'm now at 40. How do I get from 40? Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. How do I get from 40 to 41? Well, I'm going to just add one more. Add one more, and that's going to equal 41. So what we now need to do is we now need to add all the numbers that we've underlined. So I'm going to start with my biggest number, which is 10. So 10. I'm going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm 13. I'm then going to add one more. 14. So I know that 27 add 14 is going to be 41. And what I could even do is I could even check that in my tens and ones. That's one example of how you can work this out. Let's move on. So we're going to look at recognizing unequal groups. So in our last video, we looked at equal groups. We're now going to be looking at unequal groups. Okay. So Ron and Whitney are playing Spot the Difference. What difference can you spot between these two groups of barrels? Pause the video, see what you can spot the difference between the two groups of barrels. Well, the difference is they are unequal. Whitney has 3 barrels in this group. Ron has 4 barrels in this group. They do not have the same number inside the group. They are unequal. Ron and Whitney are playing Spot the Difference. What difference can you see between the 4 groups of pairs? There are this many pairs in this group, this many pairs in this group, this many pairs in this group, and this many pairs in this group. What is the difference? Pause the video, have that discussion. Well, you can see that there's 4 pairs in here, there's 4 pairs in here, there's 4 pairs in here, but there are 5 pairs. There are 5 pairs in this group. They are unequal because this group is making the rest of them unequal because they're not the same in every single group. Ron and Whitney are playing Spot the Difference. Now we know that there's got 2 groups here. There's this group and this group. Are they equal or unequal? Well, these are going to be unequal. There are 4 carrots in this one. There are 3 carrots in this one. They are not the same amount in each one of the groups. They are unequal. There are some bags of apples. Are these bags of apples the same or equal? You've got 3 apples in here, 5 apples in here, 5 apples in here. Are they equal or unequal? They are unequal. This bag and this bag or group and this group have 5 apples in each one. This group only has 3 apples, which means that altogether they are unequal because they do not have the same number in each group. Can you check to see if blue and red team have equal or unequal groups? So here's blue team. So let's look at this one first. I'm going to put a line under to show this is question 1. So this is question 1. The blue team have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red team have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it equal or unequal? Well, this question, the blue and the red team are equal. They both have 6 footballs. So that is equal. Let's look at the teams down here. The blue team has 3 people. The red team has 2 people. Are they equal or unequal? They're unequal. There are 3 in this group and there are 2 in this group. They are not the same number, which means it's unequal. Here we go. Let me just make this page a little bit bigger for you to see. Can you check if the blue and red team have equal or unequal groups? So let's have a look. This is question 1 here. You've got this many bananas here and this many bananas here. Give me a hand. Are they equal or unequal? Well, if you look really carefully, they're unequal. There are 4 bananas here and there are only 1, 2, 3 bananas for red team, which means blue team have more than red team, and that means that they are unequal. The groups are not the same. On question 4, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 2 groups. Are they equal or unequal? They are unequal. They do not have the same amount of fruit in each group. This one has more than this one. So let me show you what a good one looks like. In today's task, I want you to be creating unequal groups to show me that you understand what one that doesn't look correct looks like. So it says, I have 3 unequal groups of stars. So I've got 1, 2, 3 groups, and I'm going to make it unequal. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 in there, 1, 2, 3 in there. And if I put 1, 2, if I put a third one in there, that means that they're equal. But my task is asking me, I have 3 unequal groups. So in order for me to make this unequal, I'm going to take 1 star out, and this shows me that I've got 3 groups and they're unequal because they're not all they don't all have 3 stars inside the groups. So they're unequal. Even though only one of them doesn't have it, it means that these 3 groups are unequal. This is your challenge 1. I want you to make 2 unequal groups. You could have 2, you could have 3, you could have 4 objects in your group. I've given you an example here. I've got 3 hearts in, so the STEM sentence is, I have 2 unequal groups of hearts because I've got 3 in this one and 1 in this one. They're not the same numbers in the middle, which means they're unequal. So my STEM sentence is, I have 2 unequal groups of hearts. Your challenge 2 is to make 3 unequal groups and 4 unequal groups. Your challenge 3 is to make 5 unequal groups and 6 unequal groups. That's all the challenges for today. I look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry and you practicing what this looks like. Thank you very much, Da Vinci. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.